9:11 p.m. Wednesday, July 1st, 2020. Episode number 805 of Yeah Dude. My name is Jonathan. This is Seth. Hello, Seth.
Hello, Jonathan.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you for being a guest in my home. It's episode number 805. Yeah Dude, America through the eyes of two American Americans. I guess we're in the midst of the year 2009.
Yes.
So 11 years ago. Or who knows, you could be listening. I don't know when you're going to listen to this
3
show.
years left on the Mayan calendar.
Whew. To think you
else?
could be listening to this episode in 2024, and then you'll really be tripped out. Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about this. On June 3rd, 2009, Microsoft launched a brand new web search engine that they say will very quickly replace Google for U.S. computer users.
Bing or something?
Bing.
It didn't work out.
And again,
Still there.
100% correct. Replaced Google.
Still there, though, right?
Replaced Google. Never hear the phrase Google. Never don't know what it is.
Don't remember
Banging it, bonging it. Bada bing.
I bing it.
Bing it.
Just bing it.
Bing it. Just bing it. That was their slogan. Just bing it. We're binging it, baby.
Bing it, bitch.
I hear binging it. I probably hear the word bing 7 to 10 times a day.
Yeah.
You know?
Bing me.
Bing me.
You know who I am?
Bing me up,
Fucking
Scotty.
bing me.
Bing it. Don't bing me, bro.
Hey, bro, don't bing me.
Wow, man. And they were right. And again, they were right. June 2009. The digital transition in the United States was a switch over from analog to exclusively digital broadcasting of terrestrial television programming.
No more bunny ears.
This represents the most significant advancement of television technology since color TV was introduced.
Wild.
For full-power TV stations, the transition goes into effect June 12th, 2009, with stations ending regular programming on their analog signals no later than 11:59 p.m. local on that day. Pretty big.
Does that mean that we could we take over like analog
Terrestrial analog television?
Could people start
Like redo
pirating?
like repirate public access?
Could we do pirate television?
No.
Why not? Why not?
It's criminal.
Well, I'm talking theoretically.
It's a criminal offense.
Because obviously if it's not being used, that means the equipment that was used to broadcast it is probably not worth any money or not as much money.
Can you find it? Is it out there?
Jeff,
Jeff, can we do that? Yes or no?
can you do some research? Can you Bing it and find out?
Get that. July.
I think pirate television might be the future.
I think anything with the word pirate in it is a no-go for me at this point.
I think everything with pirate in it, because we're definitely in pirate times.
Oh, okay. I guess you're right.
Because everything's like,
Dune buggy desert pirate.
Yeah,
times.
it's total Road Warrior, Robin Hood, fucking pirate shit.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to start stealing shit from rich people and giving it to people
Guillotines
that are
and yeah. All right.
It's pirate
Season, baby.
It's pirate season.
July 2019. It's Monday. I think maybe July 6th, around 3 p.m.
What? Sorry, when?
Probably about. I was thinking maybe Monday, July 6th, 2009. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm over at the ArcLight. I'm looking around. I see a couple of guys having lunch. They're both having salads. Both 44 years old. Looks like that's Bill and Ted over there. Looks like that's Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter. What are you guys talking about? Are you hashing something out in July of 2009? Yeah, you're hashing out Bill and Ted Face the Music coming out in August.
Of this year.
Right now.
Well,
So you guys were hashing it out about 11 years ago when I ran into you at the ArcLight. Interesting. Glad I wrote that down. What you guys hashing out over salads? Oh, you facing the music? I'll see you in 11. Years, that is. Wow. That's some good detective work.
You were ahead of that. You got ahead
Over
of that
a decade. Broke that story.
It's true. You did.
That movie's going to suck.
You know.
Yeah, I do. I do. That's why I said it out loud on my podcast. No offense, two great guys, great series probably, but
You think?
Jonathan. Jonathan. Hey, Will Ferrell, I saw you this year in the on
This
Netflix this week, opening night in
Eurovision.
your Euro movie. It's funny, you're a 45-year-old man and you live at home with your dad. And that's funny. Your characters, they have a very specific
Man-children.
man-child work.
That's his.
You're just gonna, but Jonathan,
That's his shtick.
maybe I guess it doubles back, and when you're 60 and doing it, and then they're like in their 90s, maybe it's funny again. Or how long do we allow him to do? I mean, we're allowing him to do it forever. I guess we've just made these.
People would rather him do it forever.
People would rather him do it forever than stop doing it.
I
guess
so.
is what you're saying,
Except for you.
except for me.
Yeah, but you bring up a good point. Because I would say that Jerry Lewis probably he had a bit of a shtick
Okay.
in his
I don't know who you're
in his
talking
films.
about. Okay.
If you remember.
Don't play that shit.
Great comedic mind.
Don't play that shit.
Wonderful.
Wonderful comedic mind.
Comedic
creep,
mind.
Another creep. Another great fucking guy you love who's a creep. Another great artist, creep. The 24th annual IMAGEN. I don't know if it's Imogen or Imagine, but spelled weird.
What?
IMAGEN.
Imogen Heap?
That's IMOGEN.
What is this?
The Imogen Awards.
Oh.
They're held in Los Angeles.
Las
It's an
Cruces
awards show.
in Mexico.
It recognizes and it celebrates film and television offerings that feature positive portrayals and uplifting portraits of both Latino and Latina, now we'd say Latinx culture. That was okay, right? In 2009, we didn't have that, so we will use that now. But when I'd written this down in 2009, it was Latino and Latina. The award for Best Movie. And this is, again, we're recognizing positive portrayals and uplifting portraits of the Latinx culture. The award
Of that year,
the best film, Beverly Hills Chihuahua. That Chihuahua was voiced by Drew Barrymore. Incredibly uplifting portrayal, the Latinx culture. La Beverly Hills Chihuahua. Y quiero Taco Bell in Chihuahua.
I think it's probably
Different time.
It also probably says something about
Different time.
what there was
The offerings
on
per se.
offering.
Good call.
On tap.
Maybe it's less to say more about the offerings. But you had Georgia Lopez playing the role of Papi. So you had a film. They made a couple more. Why wouldn't you?
Drew did the voice of
Drew Barrymore. It's Chloe. She is the
Chihuahua.
Beverly Hills
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. She's from Michoacan. I wrote a sequel, different story, about a Chihuahua from Michoacan. It's a darker tale, to say the least. Animated nonetheless, yet darker in tone.
Yeah.
It's about a Chihuahua from the streets of Michoacan, and is voiced by Benicio del Toro.
Of excess baggage
Of
fame.
excessive baggage fame. This is that was July. We're in August now. So we jump from June to July to August. The U.S. Forest Service has issued a warning to anybody that's hiking or camping in Colorado's national parks to be hyper aware and extra vigilant. The agency said to be on the lookout for any hikers or campers who are, and this is what we need to be watching for, eating tortillas, tuna out of a can, Spam, drinking Tecate beer, and listening to Spanish music.
Are they marijuana growers or something?
Hike out quickly, quote. If you see any of this, if you see a empty Bumblebee tuna can, blow a whistle, grab your family,
And
run. Call 911 immediately. You're most likely dealing with armed, dangerous drug cartel, marijuana drug cartels. Thank you, U.S. Forest Service in Colorado. Is that a tortilla? Pronounce what you're eating for me, please, sir. Family, let's hike out quickly.
But the idea with that was that those people that were put in the fields, I think as we discovered more, this wasn't so much cartel as it was people who had been promised a life in the States. They were smuggled over the border and then workers. Put in the forest to man these fields and literally given a shotgun, a stack of bumblebee tuna fish, and be like, we'll come back to pick you up.
DVD of Beverly Hills, Chihuahua. And what are you guys watching? Well, that's not on the list. I don't care. What the fuck are you watching? Sowing some good seed of discord.
So not speaking the language, not knowing what they're doing, being afraid of the people that had brought them there, and being told to essentially kill anyone that comes near them. There were these things that happened in Northern California and Colorado during that time. I'm sure they could probably still transpire nowadays, but maybe that's lessened as decriminalization has taken a hold. But horrible dynamics and situations.
Tough. What does that say on that package? Tortilla? Oh, how do you pronounce it? Honey, get that shotgun. He said it's tortilla.
I think we stumbled into a cartel.
Hey, what you drinking over there, S.A.? Is that Tecate? What you drinking, Tecate? Honey, get your shotgun again.
Wild time.
There's an empty Tecate.
What a wild
racist time. July. Is it still? We still in July? Yes. No, we're in August. Is it possible? Wow. I guess August 30th to September 7th this year, 2020. Let me jump you ahead. We would have been in Black Rock Desert in Black Rock City for the multiverse.
Yeah.
We've already lamented this previously. So I take you back to 2009 when we first heard the quote, trying to explain what Burning Man is to someone who's never been to the event is a bit like trying to explain what a particular color looks like to someone who is blind. And that's really probably no truer statement has ever been made.
It's only gotten truer as time's gone on.
When you make a statement that's so gosh darn true, and then 11 years passes and it becomes 11 times truer, you tell me about your quotes.
I mean, the multiverse, are we not experiencing a multiverse of sorts?
Interesting.
Have
we not brought the Black Rock Desert into our own homes?
This is the multiverse. We're experiencing the burn, each and every one of us, in our own way, in our own space and time, in our own lives.
Simple, hardworking family in Iowa. Welcome to Burning Man. Thanks, 2020. You were a bit. I was going to ease my way in, but you've come to my home.
He brought it to me.
To my home.
He brought the burn to me.
In Iowa. Well, I'm just living my life as a true American. Why are you in my face? Multiverse.
I wonder, when is that?
That would have been August. Well,
it will be.
Yeah, it will be.
How dare you talk about it like it's
like it doesn't exist.
Crass of you, really.
Sorry.
August what?
August 30th to September 7th.
Okay. I wonder what
the multiverse is.
Will be. I wonder what the multiverse will reveal.
Multiverse reveal color to me as a blind man. Wow.
It was the year I was going to go, which is so weird.
It was going to be. Oh, you mean this year?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You were definitely going to go this year.
Yeah. Remember? Yeah. We talked about it on the show. I was finding some burn mates, I think they're called.
Yeah.
Burn mates?
You're going to do the juggalos as well.
That was years ago.
You were also going to infiltrate the Boogaloos. There was a lot of things you had planned for this year.
But look what happens. You get sidetracked.
You really do.
You get marooned?
Marooned.
Harpooned?
By magnets. A&E, Season 1, August 17th, 2009. Television show. It's called Hoarders. Can you imagine our dumb minds in the summer of 2009 sitting down for a new show? What's it about? I don't know. It's about people, I guess, they pack rats?
No, we knew.
We knew.
We knew what we were in for.
We knew.
I didn't know I would be screaming at the top of my lungs.
Yeah, we didn't know we'd find a human underneath it saying, I'm in here. We
like
didn't know
eating,
that.
Eating cat skeletons and shit.
Rats running. I'm down here. We didn't, I mean, we kind of knew. We know now.
We certainly know
11
now.
years later, we know now.
Still know now.
Real life struggles of people suffering from compulsive hoarding disorder. Then
Wasn't
we had
it
Hoarding Buried Alive came after
Wasn't
on TLC.
there a BBC show that did taken from a BBC
Oh, they
show?
always do that, right? They send the Brits over here with a camera crew, and then they do something like...
And they
pop a pimple, and then the next thing you know, it's like, I'm watching cysts get drained for the next decade. Chill, BBC.
pretty sure.
I'm not sure if that's the case. They call them hoarders.
I think so, because I remember there was a term that the lady used, which we don't have here, which is, I think it's
Okay.
put it in the tip.
Put it in the Beckham.
Stick Beckett in the tip'em.
Yeah, I think is what they say.
Put it in the tip, where they would have the massive dumpster show up and like make them throw away all those things.
Everything that's not posh. Yeah, definitely. It's probably BBC shit.
I think it happened first. Wow. I know all the room swap traders, house stuff was all them first. They got all that.
Led
shit
us
first.
right into Marie Kondo. It took a decade, but we said, hey, we got too much stuff here.
I got too much shit over here. How do I fold these socks?
You know what? Listen, I'm under about 40 pounds of magazines from the 80s, and they do bring me joy.
A great deal of joy.
But I think you have to amputate my left leg to get me out. Hi, I'm down here.
I am down here.
Man, those fucking people, man.
Inside the TV dinner village.
I'm inside the microwave.
I live in the microwave.
I live in the microwave.
I shit in the microwave.
The microwave that's in the backyard, I live in that microwave. Help. Or don't actually get the fuck out of here.
Stop touching
I'm perfectly happy.
Stop touching
the buttons to my house. Those fucking people, I'm telling you, you could buy around to 40 feet of shit. You could pull out a note card.
Hey.
There's nothing on it. They'll cut your fucking hand off. And they're talking to them like they're like where anything's gonna get accomplished. Shh. How about choking them out? Throw them in a bag and burning the house down. Problem solved.
Well, no, because
You want
then
my episode of Hoarders? I dangle some trash outside. They come fucking running. Club them in the fucking knee. Put them in a fucking hockey bag. Throw in the back of a pickup truck. Burn the fucking place down. I'd put a mesh screen in the hockey bag and I'd make them watch. That's your shit burning, Steve.
But then they just started all over again.
I guess they'd start up, but it would take them another 30 years. They wouldn't
and then
have
you'd come
time
back and do it again.
Yeah. That's my version of Hoarders. No, shh. Got fucking relatives they haven't seen in 20 years crying when they walk in.
Yeah.
Get out of here! Let's talk to them. Have you been in the fucking house? What are you going to talk about? Let's talk to them. Oh, man. Really? No, I think if we talked to him. Have you been in the... I just saw a glimpse of the kitchen.
And I'm crying.
I'm screaming. But you want to talk to him. Let's talk to him.
It's insane.
It's insane.
It's very insane.
It's insane.
I mean, that's the right word. I mean, it is a mental illness.
And that should be respected.
Well,
so maybe
it should, but
but also sometimes, you can come in and you might know better than this person.
You might what?
You might know better than the person that's in that situation. Or you might have their best interest more in mind.
I've never seen an episode where I felt as though somehow
somebody brought more stuff in.
I mean, I didn't even.
I brought you a Domino's box I have in my truck from 4 years ago. Let me throw it in. Steve. Fuck, man. Let's talk to him. About what?
But I mean, it's the I think the thing about the show is that there's no possible way that they could address the mental illness.
Oh, it's so
but
deep.
they can't also completely ignore it.
Yeah.
So the version of addressing it that they've compartmentalized for the show,
And they only have 44 minutes, and I'm
Right.
drinking coffee.
so they're kind of trying to like,
I don't wanna switch
I
the
want to
chicks,
help
and so-
you, but they're also trying to dupe
Oh,
them
so
into
we're trying
letting
to-
them
yeah.
into the house to dump everything out, so that
Also, like-
we, the viewer, can feel better.
Also, like, we live in a garbage world, and we're only putting this on TV to really because we're all sick.
'Cause
and
we're not
watching
helping
it.
you.
We're not
We're
really
just-
helping you.
we're
We have
just
44
watching
minutes,
you.
so just like scream.
Just go. Let's watch it happen.
Fuck. August 2009, we saw the very first trailer for Avatar was released. It said, "Here you go. You never thought you could get something this magical." Avatar was released on December 18th, 2009. Still waiting for that second one. As
Yeah.
I take you up to July of 2020. We're not getting that until December 2021.
But when did he originally say we would see it?
You know what? It might have been.
It was way off.
There's
but
no COVID in fucking Pandora or fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Navi don't fucking. They don't speak
Navi
that.
don't play that.
Navi don't play that shit. So Avatar 2, December 2021. Avatar 3, December 2023. Avatar 4, December 2025.
Is that gonna happen?
And Avatar 5, December 2027.
I'm sorry, Avatar 5?
2, 3, 4. Yeah, Avatar 5. Uno, dos, tres. Yeah.
Avatar.
Those are
dos?
going to be so fucking good, man.
Oh, one better than the other.
Oh my God, each one better than the last one, like all things.
Yeah.
Like all things.
Just like everything.
Definitely. You thought one was good. Wait till the 5th iteration, 30 years later. I'm like, Star Wars? Yes. Oh, some guy got in big trouble. Watched all the fucking Star Wars in like chronological order, like on quarantine, he'd never seen them, like an adult man. Ooh. I'd be surprised if that man is literally, if he's still breathing right now.
Why?
Well, because he just was like, this is fucking garbage.
Right.
And I was like, I was trying to tell him, like
Don't say that.
don't do it.
Don't.
You'll
tell-
be dead.
Don't tell them that.
You'll be dead by Labor Day. We'll see. Someone should check on him.
It definitely.
I think he wrote on one of them, that wasn't that good. Are you crazy? You can't say that.
I don't
I
think.
think he did, though. He said it.
I mean, I have to admit, I didn't see the last one.
What do you mean? Jonathan.
The last one was the first one I've not
You
seen.
mean you didn't see it on like Amir's 5th visit? You didn't see it on his 5th time there?
Did you see it, Jeff?
Unwatchable movie. He said it, not me. He said Jeff, not Seth.
Unwatchable.
I thought it
movie.
was fantastic.
I personally
Everybody
thought it was
listening?
the best
I personally
one.
thought it was my favorite one. I've seen it 3 times. Uno, dos, tres.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
No, they get better. They get better. They get better. They get better.
That's how.
They get
That's
better.
how ruined, I guess, that is.
They get better.
That's actually fairly significant, I suppose, in
Oh,
the
yeah,
scope
like
of my
just
life and
stopping,
movie
yeah.
going. That
Yeah.
that I wouldn't at least like force myself.
Yeah.
That I couldn't even bring myself to.
Park at a movie theater and
No.
which now seems like it's such a luxury to do anything
I
to do
paid
that.
$10,000 to do it right now.
Oh, it's $10,000 for the new Star Wars. Okay, I only get to watch 20 minutes of it. Cool.
but Is there popcorn?
September 2009. Dane Cook hit us with them fucking hot tweets.
Sufi.
So he threw up the Sufi and he was like, "What is that? That's probably something sexual, right? Something dirty."
Is it that what it is?
I don't know. It's probably.
Or is it this?
I don't know. Hey, whatever it is, it's
Sufi was the super finger.
okay. Oh, okay. It's
Like
not that.
it's like
sex
double
stuff.
fuck you. Sufi, Seth.
Oh, so you're like
Super finger.
It's like a super like middle finger at you.
Sufi.
Double fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Just got my hair cut. When she finished, she asked me, "You want any product in your hair?" I said, "Sure. How about dairy?" movie star for a minute while this is happening.
During this time.
During this time. The future is wide open. What a slut. Okay. I'm about to sleep the shit out of my bed. Ooh, just bringing all the fucking funny heat. I'm about to lose my shit like a shit collector with amnesia. Biggest comedian movie star
Wordplay.
in the world. Wordplay. Don't understand.
Wordplay.
Don't know.
I'm about to lose my
I'm
shit
about
like
to
a
lose my
shit
shit like a
collector
shit
with
collector
amnesia.
with amnesia.
Okay.
Maybe. I adopted a beautiful 2-year-old Chinese highway today. Cut. Just stop right there. Literally nothing that you could think, say, or write is going to be okay. I say again. I adopted a beautiful 2-year-old Chinese highway today. I'm a proud motorist. Look for pics in People, Us Weekly, and Asphalt Magazine. Still alive.
I mean, alive, still thriving.
Thriving? Probably.
mean-
Probably.
In respect, in comparison,
In comparison
to
to
the world,
99.9% of every human being on the planet,
literally,
thriving.
yeah, in another
Oh my
realm, another
of
dimension of
existence.
existence.
Yeah.
I mean,
Grubhub?
like
Not a problem.
a 19-year-old fucking
Grubhub,
girlfriend.
baby. Get it. Grubhub all day, all night. It's fine over here. What's you want streaming service? Baby, just put it on my card.
Pick it.
Pick it.
Pick it out.
Peacock is coming. Pick it. I don't give a fuck. Hey, the free Quibi's about to expire. Baby.
Just
I'm the biggest fucking movie star comedian in the world.
in 2009.
2009 and 20. September 2009, a recent study in the journal Addiction suggests that people who abstain from alcohol are at a significantly...
Oh, no, it's not his. Sorry, it's not his. He doesn't have a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
Oh, he does,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
I didn't want to misspeak, but I'm not
Yeah.
wrong about that.
No.
Okay, fine.
A recent study in the journal Addiction suggests that people who abstain from alcohol are at a significantly higher risk for both depression and anxiety disorders.
Wait, people who abstain?
Abstain from alcohol are at a significantly higher risk for both depression and anxiety disorder.
Which is why I take anti-anxiety antidepressant, I guess. Right?
Perfect. Maybe I could hop on that party.
I mean-
what's your party trend right now?
Me?
What you on?
I'm on 10 milligrams of Lexapro.
10? How about 20? Can I
I've
interest you in
done
20?
20. I don't like
You
20.
done 20? Why don't you do 30?
I don't like 20. 20's too much.
20's too much. 10's just right.
10's honestly, 10's just about right.
10's like 2 beers.
10 is not like 2 beers.
It's not?
No.
I thought it was like 2 beers pre-pro back in the day.
No.
3 beers.
No.
4 beers?
No. Not even close. 10
Key-
is like
Key bump?
1 key bump.
Key bump.
No, it get 10
Key bump before the game.
10 milligrams pre-game key bump.
What would be comparable?
If I'm taking it regularly,
Yes, which I think you're supposed to.
which I'm not good at,
Probably bad.
but taking it regularly, and by regularly,
Let's
I don't
say
even
every
mean
day
not at
At 10 a.m.
Exactly. Not just taking it every day, but taking it every day at the same time. I would say that it is
2 puffs of a J?
no, it's imperceivable.
Wow. Incomparable.
Imperceivable without the perspective of
Perception.
how I am, I guess, without it. But in the midst of
Wow.
it, I cannot isolate thoughts or
Imperceptible.
sensations that are like that I attribute to the medication.
Anything other than your existence in the moment. That's a good dosage.
But obviously people's mileage varies, and I don't know, man. I mean, it's something on my mind lately because it's been a good amount of time that I've been like, oh, this still works, which
That's great.
it's great. It's like, it's great. It's great. I don't know what else to say about it. It's great.
Other than it's great.
Which is like wild. Like that I don't have anything.
You can't talk shit about it.
I just have nothing bad to say about it. Which is, I would never expect to happen
for anything in
for
your
me,
life.
for anything in my
Certainly
life.
something that important.
And also something that I was so fucking reluctant
Leery
about.
Yeah, Timothy
Leary.
Leary of. I mean,
Timothy Leary.
Sorry, I just headspace.
So,
Fuck, man.
but that's not to say that it's not, just because it's imperceivable doesn't mean, it just means that it's a very good drug.
It's
It doesn't mean
working
that it's not doing
effectively.
anything.
Oh, no, it's working.
just, it works so well
To
that
perfection.
you don't realize that it's happening probably. I would say.
UID works so well you don't realize it's happening.
Best pharmaceutical drug podcast.
It was September 2009. I was watching TMZ and I saw your dear friend Lou Ferrigno,
I wouldn't say friend. I would say
confidant, consigliere, bromigo,
I would say bromigo. I would say fellow soldier.
fellow soldier in this war on fake. He was the Incredible Hulk, if y'all remember.
Comrade.
The Incredible Hulk. He's on TMZ. He's parked right in front of Gold's Gym. Right in front of the door of Gold's Gym, like right in front. Chopping it up, showing off his body. I mean, I don't even fucking know how old he is, fucking 10 years ago. I mean,
Still jacked.
jacked. Great parking spot. What's that handicap placard doing on that rear view? Is that how you got that great parking spot? What's up with that?
Well,
Are you handicapped?
I'm sure he's sustained several injuries throughout his training career that have forced him to probably have to limit his.
Did you see his body and what he was showing the camera? Didn't look like a body that needed to park that close.
I've seen that body firsthand.
It seems like a body that would need to have the handicap taken down and parked actually a mile away and probably could sprint to the Gold's Gym before you and I in a regular parking spot or someone who was actually handicapped could park right there. Not to
Probably,
say.
maybe say ligaments had been torn.
You think that's what it is?
So popped Achilles.
So he says, I'm deaf, but it's actually, I popped an Achilles in 88.
Oh, wait a second. That's a handicap, isn't it?
Yeah.
That counts. Sorry, obviously, that would count for a handicap parking.
Sure, that is why he's hearing impaired.
Well, that's cheating.
I'm just saying.
He's
If you
also
saw
only,
the body,
He's only deaf in one ear.
Jonathan, you could cut the ears off. If you saw the body,
I've seen the
he's
body.
parked right close to that place.
Man, that fucking.
You're parked real
That was
close.
another story that I saw on the Facebook that I had.
Of you and him chopping it up, saving dogs, saving lives.
He didn't save anything.
Well, he saved a parking spot for himself right out in front of wherever he goes. Sir, are you handicapped? And he just, sorry,
Sorry.
born deaf and jacked,
Born
but deaf.
Deaf and jacked.
But sir, I really think that the idea of why they put the spot so close is probably because for mobility issues that could be varied. The list would be very long. I would think if you got COVID and you lost your sense of smell, you're not going to be allowed to get a placard, park right in front of Gold's and be like, I can't. I got to park in front of this TGI Fridays. I can't smell. Jonathan, I can't taste or smell. I got to park here.
You don't.
Are you in a wheelchair?
I would
Move
think,
it. I can't smell. I'm just saying with a jack body like that,
I'm trying to think. Does that make you eligible?
it's a handicap. Losing a sense, it's huge. COVID robbed
But
me of
like
sense
you're
of-
saying, I thought the handicap parking was for mobility
I
issues
believe
only.
it's for maybe I don't know what the proper I'd say disability is. Probably a list of things that allow you to get that placard. That and certainly hearing impaired would be a sense of eyesight, hearing.
Yeah.
I can't smell.
Sense of dignity? Can I get it for losing my sense of dignity?
I lost my dignity when my fourth wife left me. And said, I can park in front of this Applebee's. Correct.
No more parking tickets, right?
Just teasing. But the body, man. Dog, there's got to be somebody you could give that spot to.
God bless him.
God bless him, though.
I'm gonna go with a torn ligament.
No, because when he finished his interview, he skipped off laughing with his body.
Skated.
He did those like skater moves that you do, and he like all the way up to the front. Sky gazers all over the world were witness to a mysterious, glowing, crystallized, nighttime, majestic plume in the night sky visible from planet Earth. Right down here, you could look up, like people love to do, right? Look at that. It turns out it was the Space Shuttle Discovery throwing out 10 days of astronaut urine and feces into the galaxy after unlocking from the International Space Station. Ooh. 150 pounds of the waste froze before solar heat melted it into a stunning, gorgeous vapor. Oh, kids.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever works. This is amazing. Oh, what is it? Well, it's that's feces and urine.
Spaceman feces.
That's spaceman feces, son. Someday you can be up there. And you too, honey. You can both be space people. You can throw your shit and urine out into the galaxy. Ooh, vapor. But listen, whatever works. If you didn't know that, if you didn't read it, you'd be talking about it to this day. Be like double rainbow in it.
I saw this phenomenal.
How did you know on our first date?
We knew.
We saw. Well, we knew because Jesus, he made. How can we even? It was so beautiful. It was just a plume of majestic, stunning color.
Crystals.
And crystals. When did that
happen?
happen?
Space crystals.
When did that happen? Oh, it must have been, honey. When did we start dating? It was the summer of 09? Oh, really? Because I was just listening to my friend's podcast. And
it's a shit plume.
You know what it was, actually? Oh, God. We just fell in love. Whatever works.
Whatever works.
Oh, my God. Look at it from Earth.
Under the poo-poo clouds.
Oh, look at the cuckoo clouds and the poo-poo clouds. And wow. I don't know what it is, but I just know that this is majestic wonder, and that's just...
It's a sign.
Beautiful. It's a sign that we're in love, honey. Did I ever tell you that story? UID, episode number 182 in September of 2009. We got an announcement for Rambo 5. Rambo fights his way through human traffickers and drug lords to rescue a young girl abducted along the U.S.-Mexico border. That film became Rambo 5, Last Blood. It was released on my birthday, September 20th, 2019.
How long?
10 years. So in September of 2009, around my birthday, I was saying about 36, still on top of my game, because my partner was in his early 30s. Oh my God, they're making Rambo 5.
Can't wait.
10 years later on my birthday, I was like, let's go.
But to no one, and you went by yourself?
I went by myself.
Let's go.
Let's go, Seth. Said to myself in the mirror.
On my birthday.
Let's go, man. All alone on your birthday. I love you, man. Some called it racist. Some called it xenophobic.
The movie or your birthday?
Film.
Oh.
Not my birthday.
Okay.
My birthday is all inclusive and beautiful.
You're my Rambro.
You're my Rambro. I got into my Bronc bro with my Rambro. David Morrell was the creator of Rambo, the character and author of the first novel, First Blood.
But based off of a real man, yes?
Like Aquaman? Like based off a real man.
Based off true events.
Like Jason Momoa, Aquaman. He said, "This is a mess. I'm embarrassed to have my name associated with this. I felt degraded and dehumanized after I left the theater." Congratulations. That's what you did to the creator of this real-life character 10 years later from the announcement.
This real man's
This
legacy.
real man's life and legacy dehumanized. Wow.
You had some cool. You got some cool merch.
I
from
got
that.
some amazing. Well, when you're part of the the team, when you're a Rambro.
Oh, you're a Rambro. Birthday boy Rambro.
Birthday boy Rambro. How fucking sad. All alone. A Rambro birthday.
I mean, it's one thing if that just happened to be what happened, but you had that.
But the film company found out my
you
birthday.
You planned it out. I mean, you were
for a decade.
Yeah, 10 years in the making.
10 years in the making. And I got that fucking cool Rambro headband.
Yeah. What did you? You got me a shirt.
Got you a bullet. I got you a shot glass, a bullet, a T-shirt, a headband.
No, you didn't give me all of it. You had me choose one thing, and you wouldn't let me have the
And
headband.
I pulled the headband back away from
You're like,
you.
pick any one of these you want,
Except
and then
the
you yank
bro
the
band.
headband. Except my bro band.
I've been waiting 10 years for this. Happy birthday to me. Fucking loser. Oh my God. I screamed that out in the credit. I've been waiting 10 fucking years for this.
Shame on you, Spielberg.
Shame on you. It's Tuesday night. I'll tell you about the movies. I love the movies. It's killing me I can't go to the cinema. I went on Tuesday night, opening night, October 27th, 2009. I was at the Cinerama Dome. I was at opening night of a film called Michael Jackson's This Is It. One of the craziest experiences I've ever had in a movie theater. I think like 95 at the Sherry in Boston, like Pulp Fiction, like opening night was like levels of like pandemonium in the theater. Well, this was just, you know, you had to get a ticket in advance. So there was 1,000 people that couldn't get in standing outside, all adorned as Michael. Everybody in the theater, just straight party. This was a documentary about the rehearsal and preparation for Jackson's upcoming concert series at the O2 Arena in London, England. He had 50 sold-out shows. It was going to start July 13th, 2009 and run until March of 2010. But that was tough. You couldn't start the concert in July because on Thursday, June 25th, when my phone rang and Jonathan fucking called me, the most devastating news: the King of Pop had passed at 50 years old. You broke that story to me. And you broke it. You broke it right in my face. You broke it right in my ears.
I called you at work?
I was right here. It was a
Oh, you were
Thursday.
here.
Remember, I used to have Thursdays.
Oh, yeah.
Thursdays and Sundays off.
Which is
Thursdays
why-
for the show, Sundays for football, of course.
Thursdays for the show. So I called you before we did the show, or had we done the show?
No, we
Because I
wouldn't.
didn't see you that day, did I?
We had not. We
I don't know what it was.
definitely had done the show, but you called me up and you told
No,
me.
I remember that because I was like, I found out so fast, and I had never ever been able to tell you anything you didn't already know, basically.
And you basically
And so
told me the biggest.
I thought,
You broke the biggest story of all time to me.
yeah.
Now, it was.
I wonder if was there merch made for that London residency?
Oh, there must. I mean, he died on
he was
June
like-
25th, and it was starting on July 13th. It
there
was like
has to be like
a
full,
day away.
full merch.
That movie theater, people were bawling, screaming, crying during it, moonwalking in the aisles, and just complete pandemonium.
You were?
I was. I said, everybody sit the fuck down and watch this. Can't stop till you get it. And people were just like, never, ever seen it so good.
He can do it, guys.
He can do it. Episode 1000.
He can do it.
I was at Julian's Auctions, I believe it was, what was that? Was that when I had to roll in to see that fucking Michael Jackson Neverland Ranch auction memorabilia?
Where was that held?
That was at the Beverly Hilton Hotel. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Same
I
time,
don't even know
roughly?
exactly when was that. That was
I mean, I'm sure you got like a catalog from it or something.
how the fuck did I get? I don't even remember
How you got
how I
into it?
got in there. I
You
remember
did get in.
I did get in, and that was not that. I mean, it was open to the public. I'm going to throw some quotations around that. Jeff, I hate to do this to you. I don't think I remember. Could you just look up? It's called The King of Pop, Michael Jackson, the Neverland Ranch at Julian's, and just give me a month and a year on that. I can't in my head remember the exact. I don't want to throw out dates willy-nilly.
Because it was after they sold the
I
estate,
don't know
right?
how the fuck I got in there. I remember having to like do some talking and do some maneuvering. I have a couple of things. I think I put them away. I took my friend Laura, who was obsessed with Michael Jackson, that I worked with at the pharmacy. She was much younger, musician. from Texas, had moved out to LA. She was in the Janis Joplin mode, singer-songwriter, obsessed with Michael Jackson, and she stole some shit from there, and she gave me. I think it's right here.
Go.
I'm gonna.
Of April, would that be right?
Yes, that's right. Beverly Hilton Hotel. Why do I not? April. Okay, this right here. I don't know how she did it. She stole a couple things, and when she got to work, so I remember I went in the morning before. She pulled me aside and was giddy, and she's like, I took stuff, and I'm kind of facilitated her getting in there with the information, and she was like, you can pick something. So the only thing we could come up
Those
with,
potpourri bags
they're tiny potpourri bags that are connected by a string,
that he would drape over his
and so
penis.
that's what we drape over the bridge of the nose, maybe when the boys were falling asleep. And the potpourri was actually some sort of alchemy, voodoo sleep code. What you could come up with some witchy knockout potion, right? In herb form.
Oh yeah.
And then when someone was falling asleep,
Yeah.
you would lay this on the bridge, and by someone I mean an underage boy, because that's what he did. There's a documentary about it. You might want to watch it.
It's called This Is It.
It's called This Is It. So yeah, this was from Neverland Ranch.
Have you ever taken a big whiff just to see what happened?
Yeah, I woke up in Thousand Oaks in the back of a van 4 years ago. It's very weird.
What else do you remember what else she managed to
I
snag?
don't remember. I'd love somebody that knows me, that listens to the show, that knows her, would be like,
Yeah.
Laura, what the fuck did you steal?
Because you also probably didn't mention that you stole it back then, right? Because it was too close to the actual event.
Oh,
or
I was
maybe?
probably so proud. I was so arrogant from, being one of the top
Number
podcasters in the
4
world. I
show.
steal too.
Top 5 show.
So yeah, if you're not watching this, it's basically what would you say? It's a 2-inch tiny white bag. It looks like
Of knockout potion.
but it's not like a tea bag. It's sort of
no, it's like a little
is that a thing?
Little canvas sack of potpourri.
of potpourri connected
Yeah.
by a string. And I mean, you said over the base of the penis,
The bridge of the
bridge of the penis. Okay. Fucking sicko. Saw that documentary. No, you didn't. No. Saturday, October 17th, 2009, Cheech and Chong are playing at the Harris Casino in Laughlin, Nevada. Mm-hmm. Now, yeah, dude, listener is working the front desk at the hotel.
All right. Oh yeah, that's right.
Cheech Marin comes up to check in.
Doesn't want to be bothered.
He doesn't want to be bothered. He's Cheech of Cheech and Chong. So when he checks into the hotel, how can I help you, sir? Yeah, I believe you have a reservation under the name Dick Goes In Ya. You know, Dick Goes In Ya. Got it the first time. You know, the Dick Goes In Ya. Room 202, come up. Sorry? Nope. Thank you. That must have been a funny show. Those fucking two. Hey, man, pass the weed. What? Oh, okay. Hey, man, pass the bong. Okay. Hey, what's your line? I think it's pass the joint. Listen, Jonathan, maybe, I don't even, maybe not, but maybe those movies were fun. They're definitely not funny now. I haven't seen them, but they can be funny now. They're probably were funny because you couldn't smoke weed and they smoke crazy weed. That's funny, right?
I mean, I can attest to seeing them for the first time stoned as a young teenager.
Okay, watching the
was
movie
mind-bendingly funny.
Okay.
But even that isn't, after you smoke weed for 2 years, isn't
2 months.
2 months
is what you meant to say.
Isn't funny anymore.
And actually, I think you mean 2 joints.
and also the movies get progressively shittier.
No, movies get better. We proved that earlier.
No,
the more you do of a series, the better it gets.
The movies got very bad.
I'm sure
very weird.
Up in Smoke is not as funny as the 7th movie. Down in
the
Smoke.
earlier films are better.
I should watch them. I mean, they're not funny.
You couldn't possibly.
What, man? Pass the joint!
I mean, maybe you could watch Up in Smoke.
Yeah, I gotta watch that. Do they pass joints at all?
Big ones.
Are the joints real big and like comically big?
Comically big.
Is it like a joint that couldn't really be real, but a prop department made big doinks?
Big doinks.
In Amish? Cheech and Chong starring in Big Doinks in Amish.
I mean...
Hey, man.
Listen.
Hey, man, the cops are here. Put the weed under the couch. Okay. It's legal. It's totally cool. Oh, no, there's a store. My mom works at it. It's called STEM. It's in downtown Haverhill. You can buy weed. It's totally cool.
My mom works at it.
My mom sells weed. She's a weed dealer, Cheech.
It's
Hey, Tommy. And then cut to Tommy doing his like, I'm smoking a joint. Get it? When you put your fingers together and you purse your lips, it means J-bar. Hey, man, the cops are here. Put the weed away. Maybe?
Maybe what?
Maybe?
Maybe what?
It's funny. Definitely, when it came out, it was.
I would like you to watch. If I could pick, I'm just gonna pick one that you should watch.
What's the best one?
No, let's not go by the best one. I'm just gonna go with the one that I want you to watch.
Okay, the best.
I want you to watch Nice Dreams.
Nice dreams, man. Those are the dreams I have when I'm dreaming about Sensamilia.
I want you to watch Nice Dreams.
Hey, hold on. Is that the cops? I heard of the cops.
Because there's some good footage of LA. That's one thing about them.
Good
That'll
LA
kill
flavor?
you. I mean, they're shooting on Santa Monica Boulevard. Like, I mean, you'll die.
Are those funny?
Some are.
I can't wait for people to call and tell me how fucking funny they are.
No.
Just like the 400 Canadians that yelled at us because we didn't say that Tom Cochrane sings Life is a Fucking Highway. Hey, listen.
Well, I knew that it was older than Dixie County Line.
Dixie County Line. I did too. I even say in that, I meant in that version.
Yeah.
I knew that they didn't.
But I wouldn't have been able to tell you that it was.
But Jonathan.
Tom Cochrane, isn't he a lawyer?
He's an 8-time Juno Award winner. So back the fuck up. But Jonathan, hey.
Listen.
We went to Toronto. That is a beautiful fucking country. That's a beautiful city. And those are amazing people. Hey, you shouldn't have that many people have that information and call angry about the fact that Tom Cochrane released Life is a Highway in 1991.
They're very possessive.
That's very weird.
They're very possessive of their musical artists.
Well, when you don't have anybody, you should be.
Yes, exactly right. Yeah.
Excuse me.
It's okay.
Excuse me, Rush, Mr. Geddy Lee. I'm sorry.
Neil Young.
Neil Young. Okay. Anybody else? Get to 5.
Alanis Morissette?
Alanis Morissette. Jonathan. Angry people from Halifax yelling about Tom Cochrane.
Well, it's also crazy that everyone knows who Tom Cochrane is because nobody knows who Tom Cochrane is unless you're from Canada.
Pissed at us.
Well, because imagine when you have such a small pool and you have a government that subsidizes said artists.
Okay.
You realize that Tom Cochrane has been singing Life is a Highway on every fucking, because they have their own television up there, so you're watching them like get rolled out every Christmas.
Like every time you're in Tim Hortons, it's playing, and you're like, Tom is a Cochrane, I'm gonna scream at UID. Literally, 100 phone calls screaming at us.
I got a couple of Americans.
You motherfuckers. That's Tom Cochrane in his 1991. All right. I went to high school with Tom Cochrane's daughter. I'll slap your face.
I'm driving over.
I'm driving over right now on the highway. Get it? October 2009. Taco Bell is testing a new product at 2 of their SoCal locations in Tustin and Buena Park.
Hold on. Is it a chalupa?
No. Hold on.
Is it a...
The executives
double-decker?
Are 100% confident that this will become a permanent item.
This did not become a permanent item.
I'm going to tell you what it is, and you're going to say, I don't think I've ever had that at a Taco Bell. That would be a red velvet cupcake. Listen.
Sure.
We're just going to, it's just a formality. We have to release it as a test market in Tustin and Buena Park. But in next week, indulge in this waxy bullshit. Enjoy.
Global.
It's a global phenomenon. So was that maybe, if they were doing that, was that the pop-off for Red Velvet?
That was the pop-off of the cupcake craze.
Okay,
That was like
run.
Sprinkles was probably like, people were
Wow,
like, people pay how much for
wait
a
a
fucking,
minute.
they wait for how long in line?
Wait, 2 hours for a $4 fucking...
And Red Velvet was probably
Red
that
Velvet.
was the pop-off.
Yeah.
It was the pop-off. That was in the midst of the Red Velvet
Yeah,
pop-off.
when Sprinkles had their like, it's a fucking cupcake ATM.
Pre ATM, when they were just a
Oh, yeah.
storefront in
Just
Beverly
a-
Hills, and people would literally wait for like 2 days to get in there.
His name's Tom fucking
Cochran.
Cochran, Seth.
Tom Cochran.
His name is Tommy Cochran. That guy is probably like a bajillionaire.
Probably.
He probably lives on like a 400-acre farm, like
Yeah.
somewhere way up.
I mean, think about the Cars money. I mean, made more money from them doing it than, I mean, he should be so fucking lucky. He made a lot more fucking money from Nashville County's
from Nashville
County Fair or
Swap
whatever
Meet.
the fuck.
Nashville County Swap Meet, best country band alive.
Them doing it for Cars,
What's your favorite country band? Probably Nashville County Swap Meet.
they've probably made him millions of dollars from that.
Tiger Woods, this is November 2009, appeared on the cover of the New York Post for the 20th consecutive day, beating out the previous record holder for longest running story on the front page of the newspaper, which was 19 days. That was 9/11. So in the New
This
York...
was during his scandal, his sex scandal?
This is in November. On Wednesday, November 25th, the National Enquirer published a story about Woods having an extramarital affair with a New York City nightclub manager named Rachel Yucatel. Thursday, the 26th, was Thanksgiving. And right after midnight from Thanksgiving going into Friday the 27th, Elin Nordegren at 2:30 in the morning took a fucking golf club all up into Eldrick's face and Escalade, and he veered off the road and trying to get away and crashed. And then from that, it burst out into
Wait, what happened? Who did what to who?
National Enquirer.
No, I
Wednesday,
know that.
25th.
Who took the golf club?
His wife, Elin
To
Nordegren,
his Escalade.
took it to him, Escalade, front, back, sides, the tires, crashed it off the road, fire hydrant, tree, screaming. And then that was 3 weeks of covers because I think like 100
Women
came out.
was
Being like,
like-
I fucked that fool.
Yeah.
Waitresses, call girls, bartenders, doctors, nurses. Didn't matter.
Sex addict. Sex freak.
Fiend.
Sex fiend.
Fiend. At the same time, won 78 fucking golf tournaments in a row. Stopped fucking. 24 years later.
Hasn't won.
Hasn't gone under par once. I think he won the Masters last year,
I
but
know. Still.
it's tough.
It's
So
different.
it's a fine line of what you want, you know,
It's a fine line between fucking and not fucking.
between fucking winning and not winning, getting bashed in the face. November 2009. James Cameron's on 60 Minutes. He's talking about Avatar. Of course he is. I want to hear about it. I've been ever since the trailer came out. He was talking about pre-production on the first Terminator movie. He gets a phone call from the head of the Orion Pictures, the studio making the film, Mike Medavoy. Mike Medavoy dials up James Cameron's phone number. James, hello.
Jimmy,
Jimmy,
we gotta talk.
Mickey, we got to talk because I'm a Hollywood studio head. Hold on.
Mickey at Orion here.
Mickey, it's Mikey at Orion Pictures. I've cast the movie. I was at a party, and are you sitting down? It's O.J. Simpson for the Terminator. A lot of things could have been different.
Very
Very
wildly.
wildly bad movie. Let's just rewind before the good stuff, the bad stuff that wouldn't have happened, which would have been good. Let's talk about a good movie that would have been bad.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, OJ and the Terminator. I'll be back. Remember when he says that? I'm coming back. I'll see you back.
I'll be right back.
I'll be right back. Woo! Classic history. Classic Hollywood
Classic
history.
cinema history.
Woo! 100 greatest quotes. I'm coming right back. O.J. Simpson as the Terminator in The Terminator. Catch you later. I'll be back. Woo. Good. I got it. I'm the head of the studio. So people are just get jobs. I don't know how.
Humongous.
They do things. They make decisions all the time. Life is like a series. You have to make decisions. Literally, fucking every second is another decision.
It's a highway.
It's a highway. So my friend Tommy Cockring told me in Halifax, in '91. Anywho, you get to the top of your whatever you're doing. I don't know. Let's say you start off in the mailroom. You become the president of a major motion picture
Orion
studio
Pictures.
in the heyday of like money and movies and movie stars. And you take a huge movie and then you cast it because you can do anything. Well, you wouldn't be in this position if you weren't there. So if you want to make the movie with the Terminator, you fucking cast OJ. Duh. Tell me I don't deserve this job. I got it. Really? I got it.
It would have been wild. It'd been a wild movie.
It would have been a wild movie because, like, the whole thing about, I guess, I haven't seen The Terminator. That's probably good.
It's funny, though, because in Naked Gun, he gets possessed and he sort of acts like a...
Oh, maybe...
He's like...
I
must kill the president and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like his big film, dude.
I'm the rise of the machine. Oh, maybe because he's so pissed because he knew at the party he was the Terminator.
Guy, he had already told him. He's like, I got this movie. I'm going to put you in.
Naked Gun. He's like, I'll do it. I'll show him, Leslie.
Well, Naked Gun would have been after.
Naked Gun would have been after. So he's seething. So when he's on set,
he does his Terminator.
In all of his movies he did in the late 80s, he's always trying to work the Terminator and to show us what we could have had.
What we could have.
I'm a sick fuck. Hey, man, he's just the Terminator. Everything he did after that, he was the Terminator when he was doing it. It's so bad. It's awful. But I wonder if everything he did, he just thought, like, I'm the fucking Terminator. I'm so pissed.
I can't. I don't know.
I'm the fucking Terminator. And it became a mindset.
Yeah, he was obsessed.
He was obsessed. I'll be right back. I'm going to the car and I'll be back. Hey, in the car, could you spill more like of everybody's blood everywhere? So let me get this straight. You didn't do it, but you have a gun to your head and you are laying in the back of your fucking car and your best friend's driving and you're just on the 10 freeway driving. But you didn't have anything to do with this. You had nothing to do with this. What are you doing? Tough. July. Oh, this is November 2009. In July of 2008, the Apple Store carried 500 apps. Now it's November of 2009. And the store has over 100,000. So from July of 2008, 500 apps. It's now November of 2009. Now you have the choice of over 100,000. I looked up how many there are in July of 2020. There's 2 million. So there were at one point when, I guess maybe that just figures out how we were the number 4 podcast in the country. At that time, if you went to the App Store, you could just quickly scroll through in a couple minutes and look at every app available. But now, 11 years later, how long would it take you to scroll through 2 million? How many do you do a page? Let's say you can do.
Yeah, I mean, like, what are if you were to average? I mean, I don't know where our standings are at this point in the comedy podcast realm. But for the amount that are available versus where we are at in our standings, what is the, I mean, number...
There was only 50 podcasts.
When we were the 4th.
So it was helpful. There were 51 comedy podcasts.
No, it was bigger than that at that point. Not much.
It's an index card I wrote. It says, hey, 2010, because I was like, hey.
We're getting in there.
We're going to get ready for you. Oh, fucking idiot. What an idiot.
We were pumped.
Hey, I get pumped. I try to, I see that glass half full. So I said, hey, 2010, we're coming for you.
I mean, we thought that was it. That was it.
Was it?
Jogger,
Oh my God.
Fucking record done.
October 2009.
Forget it.
This Great Pressure is released.
Number 4.
Everyone understands it here.
Biggest independent comedy podcast in the world.
Oh my God. Well, fourth biggest.
No, but independent.
Oh, okay.
Because they were
Thank you.
The Onion. The other ones were giants in the industry.
First week of December, Perez Hilton is on a San Diego morning radio show. AJ in the morning. AJ, closing down 2009. Perez, biggest celebrity story? Oh, the death of Michael Jackson. They chop it up for a few minutes, just like we did when you called me. AJ, any celebs you worry about right now? Perez looks him dead in the eye and says, Brittany Murphy. Ever since she hooked up with that weird husband of hers, things have gone down the drain. She dies December 20th.
Whoa. Wild.
Perez.
He was in the mix at that point.
Perez was in the mix. Like drawing like cum and shit on like women, like what is that with that photo? What would that be? What would that be called? He would like draw like dicks going into like celebrities' mouths.
I don't think anyone doesn't know.
Oh, okay, everyone, this is just so long ago. What's that called? How would you do that? What do
you mean? Like,
is it Photoshop?
But not even. It would be like even worse than Photoshop.
So
like the whole point was that he would be so blatant and bad about it. It looks like crude crayon drawings. He would take
like female celebrities and just draw dicks going in their mouths, and he's like a huge dude, right?
Still, I think he just. I think now he's just like low key and like he like adopted kids and shit.
Now he's
just
like, chilling. 2007, so she dies December 20th, 2009. May 2010, was that 5 months later? Her husband, this creepy dude, Simon Monjack, he's dead.
Yeah, they were doing a lot of drugs together.
Interesting. December 2009, Nobel Peace Prize in Oslo, Norway. Weird, we usually America through the eyes of true Americans. Why are we going over to Oslo? Well, they're doing a big concert. It's the Nobel Peace Prize concert. Huge during the festivities. And they got Will Smith and Toby Keith on stage.
Together?
Yeah.
Duetting.
2 huge stars. Still, both of them. Will Smith is... now, I just bring it back. People are already upset that Toby Keith is there at the Nobel Peace Prize because his biggest song is courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue, The Angry American, which comes out in the album Unleashed. It's a country #1 hit in May of 2002.
Yeah.
So 7 years earlier...
There's like footage of like Afghanistan getting blown up in the video and stuff.
No
I mean, it's
question.
Like, it's really like tasteless shit. So... yeah, I mean, that's a terrible person to have play at the Nobel Peace Prize.
Why? Just because he said, hey, Uncle Sam, put your name at the top of his list? And the Statue of Liberty started shaking her fist? And the eagle will fly. And there's going to be fucking hell to pay when you hear Mother Freedom. She starts ringing that bell. And it'll feel like the whole wide world is raining down on you. Brought to you courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue. Hey, is this the Nobel Peace Prize?
This is a cool jam.
I'm at the right place, right? So he's up on stage, and Will Smith grabs the mic, and Will Smith does what he does. I'm going to go fucking Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight. I say the hip, hop, the crowd, scientists and Nobel laureates and people from academics from all over the world. Will Smith doing an OG fucking hip-hop song on stage. The crowd's going wild. To the black, to the white, the red and the brown, the purple and yellow. So when he says to the black, Toby Keith is just on the stage. He's got a mic, points at Will Smith. Black, black, black. To the white, me. The red and the brown, he's just moving his body. The purple and yellow, takes his finger and
he does not.
Slants his eye.
No, he doesn't.
Well, he got to the yellow.
No, he doesn't.
He got to the yellow. So he didn't do it. How the fuck are these people gonna know?
There's no fucking way he did
To
that.
the black, to the white. And he just leaned over, grabbed the eye, and did the yellow.
I can't. There's no way. There's no way. I can't.
I'm
man.
here. I'm still good school. I'm still here, right?
Fuck.
Oh, wow. In full TK Steelman.
Yeah.
I mean, full.
Unreleased.
I mean,
like,
the people from there are people from other countries that are like, wow. I mean, they're like, that's a country sexy American cowboy. At least I am. I don't love his song, but he is here.
He is here and he's Steelman.
He's stealing the
TK
show.
Steelman. That's nuts. Well, on that.
Wow. Hold on.
that
I
note.
guess now this nation that I love has fallen under attack. A mighty sucker punch came flying in from somewhere in the back. Soon as we could see it clearly through our big black eye, man, we lit up your world like the 4th of July. When he sings that part in the video, he's like on an army base in the place like it's just ejaculate. It's just like erupts. It's like a volcano of fucking semen explodes onto the stage. When he yells out, "Hey, Uncle Sam," it's just like bodies like exercise. They're literally overtaken with patriotism, rage. I don't know what it is.
It's this.
Literally like guns coming out of pockets and just like everybody bleeding red, white, and blue, hugging each other. Very weird video. You've never seen like a more collective, like a group of just it's just true fucking
Hysteria.
Yeah.
Patriotic
Let me
hysteria.
do something.
Let me do something.
No.
We are thankful for you getting through another look back episode of Yeah Dude with us. This was the second half of the year 2009. Episode number 805 of Yeah Dude, coming to you in the 1st of July 2020.
This country's still standing.
We're still here.
Better today than we've ever been. Right?
I would like to think so.
I mean, more aligned together right now for progress and righteousness than we've ever been.
I would hope so. And we are a
more collectively focused than we've ever been.
Yes. Other people are also collectively focused in
Oh, yeah, you're
maybe
right.
not.
You're right.
Yeah,
Forgot about
I think
them.
there's
Forgot about them.
two sides of that coin a bit.
That coin's gonna get like.
But I hear what you're saying, and
That's encouraging.
it is encouraging. And 888-842-2357.
14 and a half years after we started the State of the Union, the consciousness today definitely never been more laser focused on where we need to get.
Sure. I think
That's
I think
encouraging.
for a lot of us here listening
It's
and
encouraging.
and that is true and it is encouraging. And we couldn't have gotten here any other way. But it, despite the fact that it's taken us this long to get here, it's nice to be here now and not have to think or feel the way that we used to. But come back. We're gonna go. We got another year to go, at least.
I guess. I mean, we can always just go to 2010, which would still be
I'm curious.
I mean, I just said, hey, 2010. I was cocky. What do you think happened? I mean, Jonathan, you knock these paper clips off, and it's what?
I mean, it's still an eternity ago.
Yeah, 2010 is still 10 years ago.
Yeah. So come back next week, and we will too.
I mean, for anyone, no matter what age you are, you take 10 years off however old you are, and that's a lifetime ago.
Yes, I would say that feels a bit like a lifetime ago.
Man.
And then I would say maybe even more so the most recent 10 years because it's
sped up.
Because
right?
sped up. I
Did
guess.
it? It must. Well,
it feels like
the only way we'll know is if when we dip in and say, maybe it's sped up.
Maybe we can maybe we're going to discover something about
this experiment that we're doing
the
here
novelty
together,
wave.
We're going to figure out, we're going to answer some questions.
Some Terrence McKenna shit. We'll uncover some, because the idea is that the Mayan calendar did end and that the novelty wave did zero and that we moved into a different dimension. And as much as we were like, see, like nothing happened, like
you're saying
everything
after December
happened.
2012, something did happen.
Possibly.
Shit, we still have all of 2010, all of 2011, all of 2012 before we get there. What?
And think about where we feel like we are now versus then. I mean, it does feel like a different eon. It's not just, God, that was years ago. It feels like a different age.
Ooh.
You know? Anyway, 888-842-2357. We are ad-free, commercial-free. The best way you can help support and keep the show going is by pledging to us on Patreon. You could also go to the website, UhhYeahDude.com. Check out all the stuff we have there. Merch, show notes, click-throughs for all that stuff. We have our 15-year anniversary show has been booked for February of 2020. Tickets
2020?
for sale, 2021.
Oh, amazing.
February of 2021.
02132021.
Fuck. Go to the merch store. But most importantly, tell a friend. And if you can, I have a Venmo that we could, if you want to just do an easy breezy, one-time donation, that's UYD4L, letter UYD, number 4, letter L. I think you can also search it for my name. But again, if you could pledge to us a few bucks a month recurring, it would mean a lot to us. Plus, you get access to the archived episodes, some of the ones that we're speaking about now that are no longer on iTunes, but also all the video versions of the current episodes that we do, as well as other stuff. So thank you to everybody that does that. And please, if you have been listening for a while and haven't done that, and you can afford to, take the time and do that, because it's extremely righteous of you.
Thank you.
No, it's
so
very
much.
Beneficial and helpful to us.
Anybody done that, if you could do that, it's just a great way to let us keep doing this. Thank you for letting us keep doing this. You do that by listening and calling and sending mail and just just cannot thank you enough that we get to do this thing. It's just the best.
It is the best.
So yeah, we'll so we've done 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009.
Where will it end?
If we do 2010, that's still 10 years ago. So
I mean,
think for that, it's still
but
weird
I
enough.
feel like you're gonna do that, and I'm gonna be like, but wait,
what happened? In
because like
2011?
your game changes, you are changing also. So like I don't know, like it makes me. I will be wherever you choose to stop. I'm gonna be curious as to what the next banker's box would hold. I guess maybe, like I said, until we actually
I don't even call them bankers boxes now. I just call them dimension boxes.
Dimension boxes.
Really?
Eon boxes. Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.